How you doing, YouTube? Welcome back to Randomly Trashed with your host, Commander Trasher. Now, today I got requested to talk about, I guess you could say, Mother Nature and global warming. Now, have you noticed nowadays you never know how the weather is going to be outside? You can go on the news and, check the weather and stuff like that. And a lot of times, they'll say it'll rain. Or they'll say it'll be sunny. Sometimes it does the complete opposite. You don't know nowadays what the hell is going to happen when you go outside. Sometimes you be thinking, damn, should I stick my hand out the window and see how it's going to be for myself? Or should I go on the news? Either way, you're taking your chances. Because really, to be honest, you could be having the most lovely day outside. It could be hot, it could be lovely, it could be nice. And then, out of nowhere, it'll start to pour. Or, randomly, it'll start to hail. Or snow. Or something. Something always happens really weird. Now, I don't know if you guys watch the news. I don't know if you know about different places that are getting hit by earthquakes, tornadoes, hurricanes, all this kind of stuff. Sometimes it normally happens in those places. But about a couple of years back, I don't remember exactly how long ago back, but it was a couple of years ago. And there was one time there was an earthquake. I don't know exactly where it hit, but I do know that we felt it here. Stuff in New York was shaking. You felt the vibrations in New York. That's kind of scary. Why I say that's scary is because New York doesn't get earthquakes. New York doesn't get hurricanes and tornadoes and all that kind of crazy stuff and volcanoes. We don't get stuff like that. So when stuff like that were to hit us, or we were to get hit with stuff like that, it's just like, wow. One time we got hit with the side of a hurricane. What was it? I think it was Hurricane Sandy, was it? It might have been Hurricane Sandy. I think that was the one where we got hit a little bit. And, it's still like, trees fell, like over here trees fell, people's houses got messed up. Definitely people who live by the water, their things got messed up. It's just, it was crazy. And I mean, still, nowadays, it's crazy. You never know what's going to happen, what's going to hit, what's going to do this and that. You don't know. And I mean, some people are saying, oh, it's global warming, it's this, it's that. We don't actually know what it is. Because everybody comes up with something different to say. No one actually knows what it is. They just come up with different things to say, just to please viewers or please people for the moment. But then there's somebody else that comes out of nowhere and explains how that's wrong, and then, we just go back to stage one, pretty much. But in general, we have a lot of things going on. A lot of different weird things going on with our weather. And you never really know nowadays. You could go outside and it could be cold, and then it could get really hot. Or one day it could be cold, then the next day it could be like, 80 degrees, and you're like, what? Like yesterday was just freezing. Or it could be the opposite way. Yesterday was just hot and nice and beautiful outside, and then, you come outside and it's freezing the next day. Like, what is that? What's going on? I mean, that's how I see it. I see it that we don't know. We don't know what's going to happen. We don't know what the weather's going to be like. So really, to be honest, just take your chances. You walk outside, you see it's raining, just bring an umbrella just in case. Even if it clears up, just bring an umbrella just in case. And I mean, if you feel like watching the news and you see on the news that they say that there's a chance of it raining, then just bring an umbrella just in case. Because sometimes it may not rain, but you never know. That's why they say it's a chance. They never really say it's going to rain. They never really say that. They say like it's a chance. So if it's a chance, just, bring an umbrella, bring something, bring a poncho, bring something just in case. Because sometimes they could say it might rain a little bit, and there may not be no thunderstorms or nothing like that, and then it'll just come out of nowhere with thunderstorms, and it'll be pouring rain, and you're sitting there with your little umbrella, like, still getting wet. Just bring whatever, you know, you need to bring. You know, if you think it's gonna rain, bring it. Bring whatever you gotta bring. Doesn't matter. If you don't think it's gonna rain, then don't bring anything. You're still taking your chances either way. So just be prepared. Be prepared for anything nowadays when it comes to our weather. Be prepared for one day for us to get hit with a serious earthquake, or a tornado, or a hurricane, or a volcano. Only reason I'm saying this is because we don't know. Nowadays, with the way things are happening, we don't know what could happen. We got hit with we got soft, I guess you could say softly hit, not entirely hit with a hurricane. We got hit with a hurricane. We got hit with an earthquake, sort of. And on top of that, I remember there was one day, in the summertime, I went from walking from my father's house to my mom's house, and I was carrying some clothes. This was years ago. I was carrying some clothes, and it was summer. It was nice. It was really hot. Out of nowhere, it started to hail. It didn't start to rain. It started to hail. Explain to me, how the hell did that happen? I mean, I know there was something to do with the clouds and all that kind of stuff, with the heat and the hot cloud and the cold cloud mixing together, which made the hail. But still, how the hell did it start to hail? That was crazy. I was like, whoa, what's going on? And I was still walking through it. I was getting hit with hail and everything, but I was still walking through it. People were looking at me like I was crazy. I didn't care. I was like, nah, I'm going home. I ain't standing under little, you know, things where the stores are. I'm not standing under that shit until it stops. I'm going home. So, you know, I got home, I was soaking wet, and I was a little in pain because the hail was hitting me all over my body, but it was okay. But still, you never know nowadays what could happen. So if you want, bring an umbrella and put it in your car. Bring an umbrella, put it in your book bag. Just bring, you know, something. Like, it doesn't really matter, even if it's going to be a nice hot day. Just bring it. You never know what could happen. Be prepared all the time. And also, like they say on the TV, always make sure that you have a, you know, backpack kit or whatever, just in case you have to run outside your house. Just in case, you know, make sure you got like toothpaste, toothbrush, you know, make sure you have essentials. I'm not going to sit here and list all the essentials, but I mean, make sure you have the essentials, you know, for just in case an earthquake were to hit, a big hurricane, a tsunami, a volcano, something were to hit us, which is very unlikely, but you never know nowadays. So just make sure you have something just in case you need to run out your house right away. And you just bring the essentials. Something that, you know, you could just like grab and go. So, yep, that's pretty much all I had to say about that. I hope that you guys liked this video. If you did, give it a like. If you want to comment, you know, on how true this is, then comment down below. If you didn't like the video, then dislike it. Also, subscribe. Please subscribe. And please tell your friends about me. I need to try to get more subscribers. You know, thank you for watching. And I'll catch you next time on Randomly Trashed.